What would happen if the internet disappeared tomorrow? How many of our friends would we actually stay in touch with? It's scary, isn't it? Hi, I'm Ronit.
Oh, hi Ronit, I'm Subhankar, and today we're diving into a strange irony how something meant to connect us might sometimes be pulling us apart. I welcome you all to our podcast, Disconnected in a Connected World.
Shubhankar, sometimes I wonder if we've confused constant contact with real connection. I can text 10 people in a day, reply to memes, and still feel completely alone.
Exactly, man. You know, the digital world tricks our brain into thinking that activity means intimacy somehow. I read a report from the American Psychological Association showing over 60% of Gen Z in the Middle East feel lonely,
Whoa.
even though we are literally the most digitally connected generation ever.
Exactly, man. And that's a wild contradiction. It reminds me of Professor Sherry Turkle's idea. She says that we're losing our ability to talk face to face because
True,
digital
true.
chats feel safer. There's no awkward pauses. There is no vulnerability.
And you know what? I completely agree with you. And you know what the best part is? Online, we get to edit literally everything. We filter our pictures, delete our mistakes, craft the absolutely perfect caption. But the more perfect we try to look online, the wider the gap grows between us offline.
I like to watch old TV shows and it shows how families
Same here, man.
genuinely connect at dinner tables. Now,
True,
heads are
true.
down, texting, scrolling, glued to screens instead of each other.
Couldn't agree more. I've seen families pass time together while everyone scrolls Instagram or watches Netflix separately. Physically close, but mentally, literally worlds apart.
Man, data backs this up. An 85-year Harvard study found that close relationships are the biggest predictor of happiness and health. But modern life is eroding those bonds. We now spend over 7 hours a day on screens, more than the time we dedicated to sleep. Yet, loneliness reaches record highs.
True, man. I mean, I spend literally endless hours scrolling. And you know what? That is not connection, that is substitution. We've replaced real conversation with captions, replaced laughter with lol. Even
Totally, man.
moments of silence feel uncomfortable unless I'm scrolling through Instagram constantly.
Truly. It's not just friendships. Our romantic relationships feel the
Yeah,
strain
true,
too.
true.
Instead of sharing feelings face to face, we rely on texts, snaps, and stories. But those digital exchanges often miss the small moments that build true intimacy.
You made me miss a man. But you know what? Social media puts relationships under a microscope. I mean, who
Yeah.
liked though, who's post, who's messaging who? This sparks jealousy and pressure. Many teens admit to creeping on their partner's feed, which breeds mistrust instead of closeness.
Totally, dude. And empathy is fading away. A University of Michigan study found a 40% drop in empathy among young people since social media's rise.
The former Google ethicist Tristan Harris calls this human downgrading. Apps are designed to grab our attention, not to deepen our emotional connection, because we crave validation but shy away from the true understanding.
But technology isn't the villain itself. For some,
True, true.
especially those with social anxiety or health challenges, online spaces are lifelines. They've helped us connect even through lockdowns.
Exactly. The bridge isn't broken. It's what we build on it that matters. We've optimized tech for convenience, not depth. If technology supplements real relationships, it's a blessing. But if it replaces them, now that becomes a cage.
So we should use technology to bridge distances, not to distance ourselves from the past.
Completely agreed, man.
So if the internet disappeared tomorrow, Shubhankar, who would still be there for you? Maybe that's the test of true connection. The people who'd show up even without Wi Fi.
I really hope this conversation doesn't just end here, but the next time you're with someone, try silencing those notifications, pocketing that phone, and giving them your undivided attention. That small act of presence is the biggest step towards genuine connection. Look up, lean in, and listen to them.
You've been listening to Disconnected in a Connecting World. Thank you for joining us, and remember, connection begins where the screen ends. Thank you, listeners. This has been Ronit and Subhankar.